Yo, what's good? Let's check out the next episode for Shadow's House. Logo reveal. If you want to talk about anime and manga, follow me on Twitch and Twitter at JoeFreshest. Links in the description below. And the YouTuber things, like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss another one. And if you want to check out any of my other reactions for Shadow's House, you can click this link right up here. It'll take you to the playlist with all of those Shadow's House reactions. And as always, links in the description below. Though I don't just do reactions for Shadow's House, if you want to check out any of the other series that I've done reactions for, just come to the channel and check out the playlists. I'm sure you'll find something that you'll enjoy. The previous episode of Shadow's House ended with well, it actually had a bunch of surprises throughout. So we found out that Kate can make wings and fly with her, like she has really, really good control over her soot. We know that John has crazy immense power with soot. We now know about veiled dolls and shadows. And we know this because of what happens to Rum. Rum and Shirley didn't make it to the end, and Shirley ended up disappearing. She like faded away. She like, it was weird. She like dispersed as though she was soot. So it's like she's made of soot this whole entire time, which kind of confuses me how they are like taking showers and stuff. I don't entirely get that. I guess they are made of soot this entire time, because we find out that what the Shadow Masters are representations or like clones of the living dolls by the shadows. So shadows are a parasite in this world. I guess some sort of like alien creature or some sort of science project. They end up cloning a living doll, which is actually just a person. So this whole time, yeah, they were just people, as I had suspected, as I'm sure many of us have suspected. So they clone that and have to become their own personality, and there are steps. And once they develop their own uniqueness, which is one of the steps, I think it's like the second step. The first step is like connecting. Second step is like developing its own personality. And the third step is like a merging of the shadow and the living doll. And I guess that grants immortality. That would be my guess. Like, why else would you do it? I mean, there's the soot control, which is a really cool ability. So maybe it's just for that ability, but I'm thinking that somehow merging with a shadow gives you immortality or like a longer lifespan, something along those lines, because a lot of times living forever is the goal of a villain. So that's just my best guess. And how we find out about the veiled dolls is because of the stuff with Shirley and Rum. Like I just mentioned, whenever a living doll and Shadow Master fail their debut, the Shadow Master is disposed of, right? Because that means that that shadow failed to merge with their, like they failed to merge with their living doll. And the living doll then becomes a veiled doll. And so we find out that Rum is going to end up being a veiled doll. But I think that she's got like I don't know, man. I feel like she's gonna be like an inside, what's the word I'm looking for? Like an agent, right? On the inside, because she has a deep connection to Emilico. And in fact, most everyone in this debut class does have a deep connection to Emilico. I think that Lou's connection is probably the loosest. I didn't mean to make a pun there. It's the loosest connection to Emilico, but she has a strong connection to Ricky. And Louise has no connection to anybody. Fuck Louise. Like, she's just obsessed with Lou and like her face and all that weird shit. Patrick, his connection is to Emilico. Shaun has a connection to Emilico. John has a connection to Kate. Kate has a connection to, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that that's all the connections. I mean, I'm sure that there's more that I'm just missing. Also, we saw Rosemary's shadow, which is Mary Rose, and she is just the sweetest thing ever. I love her. She's great. So I can't wait to see more of her. She's awesome, because we've seen so many other slightly more grown, already debuted shadows and shadow masters or whatever, and they've all been like shit. Barbie, trash. Nobody likes her. Okay, nobody at all. Nobody likes her. Sarah, oh my God. Is it Susan or Sarah? I don't know. Whichever one is not the living doll, whichever one that is, total bitch. Total bitch. She literally beats her living doll. Like, what? No, fuck her. She's horrible. I can't wait for her to die. But then I guess if she died, oh man. Then I suppose that the living doll would become a veiled doll. So maybe that's not the best. I don't know, but I just think that her Shadow Master's total trash. So that's how we find out about those two things within the whole story. We also find out that Edward now has control over the youngling wing. I don't know, like the just debuted wing, the one where all the young people are. I think he has control over that wing, which is pretty cool. We know that in the merging phase, they can switch between being Shadow and being a living doll. And a couple more big things from that episode. The coffee. The grandfather manages to put this like obedience soot magic into the coffee. So everyone drinks the coffee, bitter. You know who doesn't like that? Kate. She doesn't like the coffee. She goes for the tea. She's the only one not obsessed with the grandfather. Everyone else is, including Emilico, because she finishes the coffee because she doesn't believe in wasting food. At the end of the episode, we see Emilico still in this daze, like this crazy psycho, I'm obsessed with the grandfather sort of vibe. And I think Kate's mission now is to break her out of it. I think Kate, along with John, who passed a note over to Kate, they are going to be working on breaking everyone free of this trance they are in. And that's pretty much the previous episode, so let's go check out this next one. Oh. Oh, that's why she acted so odd early on, because she didn't trust Emilico, because Emilico was under that trance. So she just has to wait for this coffee to wear off, because it looks like, or it looked like rather, that at some point in time, that coffee did start to wear off. So now we just have to wait for that, because Emilico is in this fucking zone. And I guess she'll have to make sure that Emilico doesn't have any more coffee? I don't know. She's got to find a way to break her out of this. That's so creepy, dude. I don't like that. Yeah, let's go. That's what we like to see. Is she reading this? Oh. Oh. It's pretty interesting that Kate is different, right? I think other shadows just go with the rules, but Kate seems to not want to follow them. So there's something about Kate's shadow that caused this Shadow Master, this clone of Emilico, or something along those lines that makes her shadow specifically different. And I'm intrigued by it. I wonder what this manga looks like, dude. I might end up reading this manga. Yo, if anybody in the comments reads this manga, I don't want any spoilers or anything. Please don't spoil in the comments. But what I would ask is, how well do they adapt this series? Do they adapt it well? Do they skip a lot of stuff? What's going on? I know that at some point in time, people were talking about a person called Paul. We never got Paul. So maybe they skipped over that piece that people loved. I don't know. But yeah, what do you all think of this? Is this Paul? Oh, it's a book. You'll see it. Mm-hmm. Bro, you gonna soot up her shit, bro? Is that supposed to be her? Bro, you gonna soot it. What are you doing? Oh, is it the soot sickness? Is that what this is? So she's just gonna make Emilico drink a bunch of water and she could come back to normal? Oh. She gonna need a pee, bro. You better drink more, motherfucker. She gonna piss herself. I have to give her like water poisoning or something, man. She's basically waterboarding this fucking girl, dude. And Kate's going crazy, bro. Dude, I really hope I don't start gagging. Oh, she finally broke her free. Oh. Oh, Emilico. Now get your ass up and start sweeping up that damn broken glass. No, I'm just kidding. Her feet are not on this couch with her shoes on, are they? She knows the way. She gonna tell her the secrets. Oh, shit. That's why it's always like smog at all times. They create this coal that when burned or whatever, it makes them all, they breathe in, they're basically breathing in the same shit that everybody drank with the coffee. Wow. Prevents normal thinking, making the villagers easy to manipulate. Huh. Well, that answers one thing for me. Like, I wasn't too sure if there was a world of normal people that are just like living dolls, sort of like, you know, like humans outside of the mansion. I was very confused about that, but now we do see that. And so the shadows specifically are only within the mansion. And that's why it's called Shadow's house. Oh no, they offer their kids, bro? That's so fucked. Dude, so I was kind of right, okay? I remember in the first episode, I talked about them drinking this thing, and I thought drinking the thing split them into two people, right? You've got the shadow and the living doll. That's what I thought it did. But it turns out that drinking this thing gets them under their control so that they can use a shadow to make the duplicate and have that shadow master. This guy looks like such a creeper, bro. I would not want him around my kids, bro. Yep, they're obsessed. Damn, dude. You could do so much more if you didn't have them. So much more. Get your shadows ready. So I think that this is probably better in the manga, maybe. Just, I don't know. Maybe not. Now that I think about it. If this was like a light novel, I think that this reveal would be like, whoa, holy shit. Because you can't actually see them. But I think with the manga form, you could probably tell that she's like a human and the shadows are not. Or maybe it's just the fact that it's an anime that makes it pretty obvious. But that's nothing right there is surprising to me. For both shadows and living dolls, this place is a prison. Also not surprising. When we found out that that front doorway that leads to the outside world is booby-trapped, yeah, makes sense that this is a prison. I already thought that. I'm hoping that they give us another detail like we got in the last one, talking about the veiled dolls and stuff. Oh, dude, what kind of Promised Neverland shit is this, bro? Oh, that's beautiful. Eat your bread. Get that bread, get that, then leave. Then leave. Oh, I wonder if that's freaking a rum. Is it rum? It was. It was rum. Rum just snatched her up. Oh. Oh. Oh, this is when, okay. I love you. That's what the note's gonna say. What? That's a little weird. Oh, wait, what the hell? She did show up. Oh, Shaun still brainwashed? Oh, shit. You about to vanish too now, John. Oh. Oh. Water. He needs water. Get this man some water. Oh. Oh, damn. He's got to drink water, bro. Tell him. It's water. Aw. Good stop. Oh, damn. He's got a different way of getting him out of there. Just a fist fight, bro. He's throwing one punches the entire time. Yo, throw a two-piece in there, man. Combo this shit. What are you doing? Oh. KO. Drown his ass. Oh, he's back. How is he not like, wait, what? A human? What the fuck you mean? I thought I was a living doll. What is this? You hit me with some new knowledge here. Bang, bang, bang. Dum, boom, Lou needs to break out too, bro. Dude, Kate's room is kind of fire, bro. I like that door. Damn, this is the first young council meeting. The young shadow council. Damn, bro. Everybody's mad, bro. Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. So John doesn't care too much. Kate obviously cares. We see her stream, but also Patrick cares. Patrick is in a haze of his soot. I'm surprised Shaun doesn't care. Like, I'm surprised Shaun's not a little mad about it, you know? What the fuck are you doing? Ew. That's so nasty that she could, like, do that. I wonder what Patrick's power is. Bitch, they ain't living dolls. They humans. Surely, right? Unless there could possibly be... Did they just, like, age Shirley? Or not Shirley, but, fuck, who am I talking about? Rum, yeah. Or maybe it's Edward? Hmm. They're always trying to compare shit, bro. Let's go, Patrick! I don't really care too much about Louise and Lou. Let's go. Season 2 about to be fire. Was that a shadow? Oh no, there's a shadow spying on them, dude. Oh shit. I'm pretty sure we saw a shadow spying on them at the very end there. It like ran away, it had a little bow on its head. Maybe it's like the oh, it could be like the Shirley shadow. Cause it had a little bow thing. Didn't she tie a little bow, like little knots on the fingers and shit? Could be Shirley's shadow. That'd be pretty sick. Or the shadow that was once Shirley. So let's talk about this episode. Let's talk about a little bit of predictions. So first off, the episode starts with Kate trying to break Emilico out of this. She does that through water, right? She just basically drowns her ass with water, keeps on making her drink and drink and drink and drink until she gets sick and she breaks free. But before she does all of this, she goes into Emilico's room to see what she knows. And she sees in there this book, this diary that Emilico's been keeping, and some of the information in there is new to Kate, even though Kate has a book like that all of the shadows have, and that book is like the rules of the house, right? And so she's finding out new things that aren't even in that rule book. Pretty interesting, because that means there are some things that are being kept from the shadows, or in the shadows even. So Emilico ends up getting back to her normal self. And then we cut over to two people that were part of the third floor, I'm pretty sure, for the Shadows house, part of the grandfather wing. Cause you know how he's got like his like 4 different people that are with him. So 2 of them go, I think one's Ryan and the other one is the weird tongue chick, right? It's either the weird tongue chick or the other one. They go into the villages because turns out all of these living dolls and shadows are just kids from the village that they abduct practically, and the humans give them away because the humans are offered coal by the Shadows house, and that coal is constantly creating this smog that they're always breathing in, and it keeps them under the control of the shadows, under the control of the grandfather. So the humans have no way of breaking out. The humans are okay with giving up their kids to go to a better life in the Shadows house. And that's what 3 kids get chosen for. And so Ryan and the other lady whose name I don't remember. I just remember one's Ryan because he looks like Ryan. Yeah, he looks crazy. He looks like Ryan, yeah. It takes him, brings him back to the Shadows house, and we see the process begin. They drink the coffee, it puts them under the thing, they put them on these beds, and then I assume a shadow is supposed to bond with them. Maybe that one Shirley shadow is going to try to bond with the one girl that was kind of prominent here. There's 2 girls and a boy, and I think the smallest of the girls, maybe that shadow will try to bond with her, and that shadow will have the personality of Rum. I mean, that would be pretty interesting, right? I mean, I just feel like that would be a really dope way that it went about. There's 3 new young shadows who are pre-debut. That's basically what we find. And then we see that John, how he fell in love with Kate was the day when Emilico fell out of the window. Kate ran out to go and save her, right? John goes out there to see what's going on. And when he does, he sees them together. And that's when it's like a love at first sight sort of thing. Kate breaks into John's room, not breaks into, but she like barges into his room and she's like, Emilico's missing, because that's something I just glossed over. Emilico goes missing. While she's eating her bread, there's a knock on her her veiled doll door. And a veiled doll basically kidnaps her. It looks like Kate and everyone is saying that the one that kidnapped Emilico is in fact Edward. Nobody seems to like Edward, and on top of that, people do seem to like Emilico. One of the people that really likes Emilico is Patrick. Ricky likes Lou. Louise likes Lou as well, because I don't think she has like any sort of connection to anybody else. John likes Kate. Shaun probably also likes Emilico. And yeah, I think that's everybody is accounted for at that point. So Emilico gets abducted, probably by Edward. Louise hates Edward. John breaks Shaun out of this coffee controlled spell by just fading. They just fade. They're just throwing punches, exchanging punches, breaks him out of it. They end up having a council meeting, like a young debuted council meeting. It's Kate and then the Patrick Ricky group, the Shaun John group, and the Lou Louise group. They are there and they basically decide to go and save Emilico. She also unveils all the details to them. The fact that there's humans, the fact that they're being kidnapped, whatever. Oh, and Emilico says something really important before she ever gets kidnapped and stuff. She says that she wants to get all of the kids, all of the people who have been kidnapped, back to the village to see their families. That's some Promised Neverland shit. And this episode ends with Emilico by this really big ass piano, and a veiled doll is pouring her some sort of tea, and I guess it's supposed to be Edward. That's what everyone else is saying. I doubt it's gonna be rum unless they have this way of just fucking aging them super quick. I don't see how it would be rum. But maybe it's Paul, this Paul person that they talked about. I don't know, man. I'm really intrigued. I want to see what happens here. So from here, leave a comment down below what you thought of this episode, what you thought of the review, reaction, etc. If there was something that really stood out to you that you thought was important that maybe I missed, leave a comment about that. Though, if you know things because of spoilers, don't spoil anything. If you got something to say that would contain a spoiler, please use a spoiler tag. And what I mean by that is in a very brief sentence, quote what you'll be addressing with your spoilers, skip one line, type the word spoilers, skip 6 lines, type out your spoiler comment. What everyone's gonna see is that very brief quoted sentence, so they know what your spoilers are about. They'll see the word spoilers, and they'll see this little thing that says read more. If they click on it, they can read your spoilers. If they don't click on it, they won't get spoiled. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, then like the video and subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss another one. I do anime episode reactions as well as manhwa reactions and reviews on anime and manga when I catch up to or finish a series that I really enjoy. So if that sounds like the type of content that you might be interested in, then please do subscribe to the channel. And until next time, make sure you all keep it fresh. Peace.